Leah, thank you. Local government agencies are adjusting procedures to reduce the risk of spreading coronavirus. The San Antonio Police Officers Association say the top brass isn't doing enough to protect officers. Eyewitness News reporter Mariah Medina is live outside Public Safety Headquarters with the details of these allegations. Mariah.
Aaron, the San Antonio Police Officers Association says the police department gave officers expired hand sanitizer and that they aren't handing out enough protective gear to officers on duty. Take a look. These photos were posted to social media today by the union to illustrate their claims. Now, the union is calling on retailers to partner up with them to help police officers get the protective gear that they claim the department is lacking. Now, we reached out to the San Antonio Police Department and they say all officers have access to Tyvek suits, respiratory masks, gas masks, infection barrier kits, and much more. Now, as for the expired hand sanitizer, they say the CDC actually okayed its distribution, and that they're sticking with recommendations from the CDC that people wash their hands with soap and water to prevent the spread of coronavirus. They say that hand sanitizer is still an effective way to sanitize in instances where soap and water is not available. And the department said beginning this week, they're going to put 5-gallon hand sanitizer stations at every single substation in the city to allow for officers to replenish their personal supplies. And on top of that, they said that no officer has had to quarantine as it relates to their job. Reporting live outside of Public Safety Headquarters, Mariah Medina, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.